Alright, we're in the second match here against Hugo Webb. I think we may be sideboarding though here against Control to potentially like stop some of that healing and also maybe push some of that damage. Let's see. They beat us in the first match. Did not record through there. Maybe let's also try these disabling things. Just in case they're on like entrenched or something. I did not see any. Let's see. They have like a whole lot of removal, power of the dark side, all those kinds of things. So they may just like claim first and then immediately get rid of some of our things. We won't mulligan here though. It's just whether we're trying to go yeah. The ceremony is nice to have one when we get to that point. I really think what we'll do though is we're gonna try and go space again. This did not work out for us in the first game. We A-winged, they claimed, they powered us, set us back a fair amount. We'll claim here, so right away we can just go into that Inferno 4. Since they have not powered us yet, although, I mean, I guess they could, but I'm wondering if maybe we should play, it's just like, should we play 2, and then if they power us, doesn't matter. I don't know though, I'm going to get rid of that while we can. I don't want that to stick out, and yeah, it could be not good if that just like sticks out there the whole time. They've got a Royal Guard, so it does get Sentinel depending. We'll play another A-Wing. I'm assuming they're just going to claim here. We'll ping them. And then it's just like whether we want to try and stick that out there. I don't. And unless till they get like Krennic, I think like maybe we should just to like threaten it. Doesn't really matter. I sort of just want, I know it doesn't like knock it off, doesn't do anything this turn, but I'd rather have like all this stuff out and try and like flood the board than like leave it open, because you might be paying like 1 at that point for like that 1 damage. Right, because now we can get in. They haven't played an official. I think Krennic is maybe their only official, so if they want to do anything about it, they've got to like try that. I think since they're down to 0, maybe what we'll do is Sabine, deal the damage, then we'll like deploy her, then we'll wing leader, get her up to 7, attack the base, and then pass there. So K2 is very good for us here. We also kept our ECL open, so we can ECL him into the Royal Guard if we like have to. We'll also just overwhelm, so maybe we'll overwhelm the Steadfast, and we will. And it's just like where we want that damage to be on the base, or to get rid of that up in the sky. I think we're just going to put it on the base with the overwhelm with that. So then we'll attack their base again, puts them at 19. So they're going to need another Royal Guard or something. We got 7, 5, we got 12 on board to them right now. We can also, if they, it looks like they claimed, and we can get rid of that in the sky, so. So I could like barrage with Krennic, but he's only at 4. It's going to be kind of rough for them. And with K2s, hopefully we draw for a cause. I don't think I got any last game, and I haven't seen any so far this game either. We do have 3 in there, so It takes a little bit of adjustment. I haven't like played much Krennic. It's like a ton of Bobas, a ton of Lukes, not many Idens, not many Krennics. A lot of Palpatines there for a while too, so. Okay. Talking instead of passing. My old pastime. This Fleet Lieutenant is also very good here because if we go up to 6, that Fleet Lieutenant might just get us the game because we can. Okay, they're gonna heal with that. But we'll do Fleet. We'll attack with Sabine, attack the base, puts them at 21. They're gonna need to keep vigilancing us, and we can do a green squadron. They're not in double blue, so they're having to pay 6 for that. And even if they keep doing that, they may survive for a little bit. They might just be trying to survive into a super laser blast or something. But we'll see. We really only need 4, and we've got a lot. This medal ceremony, I mean, is fine. This Bright Hope is fine. I'm just gonna pass here. If I play K2, it'll get them on defeat though. I mean, they've really got to get rid of Sabine here. If they don't get rid of Sabine, I think they might be out of luck. It looks like they claimed, but I think that just means it would be game for them. Alright, that will be match number 1. See you in match number 2. Alright, looks like match here is second match. Match number 2 is against Pause, a Palpatine Red. So this will be against Control. We don't need the Disabling Fang for the Entrenched. They won't be healing. They're not in blue. So it's just like top end whether we want to try and U-wing them or not, which I'm not sure that we do. I haven't played this matchup a whole lot though. I know that, I mean, like ECL Steadfast, not as good here. Palpatine, I mean, like at least for removing leaders. R2 can be good because this 4 health can get us up out of range of a lot of their removal. Open Fire is for Force Choke is on 5, so if we can do anything to R2, we can kind of get him out of range. We could also just try and arena dodge by going green squadron into red 3. They might have TIE interceptors though, so we may have to watch out for that. I think we'll do the sacrifice here just because heroic sacrifice is really good for later in the game when you're just trying to push in and draw and get in for the last few. But here, a little less good. That Yularen may be annoying for us. Each time they play a green unit, they will heal. Pathfinders could be good against a Royal Guard. He's also an official, so you need to have Saboteur or something to go around him. In fact, we may be ECLing the Marine into him before they can drop a Royal Guard, because Royal Guard comes out on 3, and I'm assuming that's their play, because that would like completely tie us up on the ground. So, we don't want that to happen. I think we need to ECL this Marine into that Yularen to avoid a Royal Guard situation. So, we'll do that. They can still play the Guard, but the Guard will not have Sentinel if they don't have an official. Because I guess they have nothing to guard, right? So, they'll drop a shore, which is okay. Then we'll ping them. They're on a 30 health base too, so that can make a difference. Fighters for Freedom, pretty good. They've got Saboteur also. Going up to 4, I mean, like, I think we want to play K2SO. Palpatine will steal if he comes out on 8, but we really want the game to be over by then. If it's not over, something has gone wrong. I'm assuming they will want the game to go on as long as possible because they want Palpatine to come out. So what I'm expecting here is the Shore Trooper into the Marine. But it's not. It's into our base. Okay. Looks like they're maybe passing. Or did they claim? Looks like they claimed here. Okay. So maybe I should have dropped that, then attacked. So my out. But it's alright. We'll just play K2. Then we'll deal the damage. Then we'll deploy her. Then we'll attack. So we've got a lot out. We've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 13 out. And we may want to hold these K2s. We also had the... yeah. I feel like the Marine play was the best. They would really be holding us up on the ground there without that. But it does make that steadfast a little... not as good. In fact, I'm going to resource that here. Depending on if they kill our K2 SO, we might play another one. We can always, for a cause, and try and find some more causes to join and chain them together. But it kind of depends on what they do. And they may decide that they need to run this Shore Trooper into the Marine and try and last a little bit. But they haven't rammed. I mean, they could barrage. Okay. They'll traitorous the A-Wing, which is a lot. I mean, they take a turn to do that. We're going to keep pushing this in. As long as they leave this Marine here, this little Marine here, we're going to keep chugging along with the damage. We can get up to at least 24 this way. I don't want to play the red 3, especially now that they've done this. It was maybe an option in the sense that it would add another 3 damage from all these other attacks. But now, at this point, no, because they'll just get it with the Green Squadron A-Wing. This will put them at 24. Now what we want to do is for a cause. That should put them at 28, unless we get unlucky and grab one of our other steadfasts. In fact, if I was going to switch out in sideboard, I maybe should have switched these steadfasts for U-Wings, just because the play patterns here, it's less likely that I'm going to be trying to use them. So we don't want any of these, so they'll all go to the bin, which puts them at 28. So even if we just play a K2SO, they will lose here. Because if we play K2, he'll just kill his previously existing version on the field. There's really no way, and they would have to like wipe or something, but even if they wipe, his death will kill them. So they're in a impossible situation. No matter what they do in the game, they've lost this one. But I don't know if they figured that out or they're just trying to play it out. Or just have some fun. We're gonna barrage. We'll see what they pick. If they pick K2SO, we're just gonna boop them for the rest. Okay. Yeah, they got K2. Alright. Man, they're just having fun. We'll GG them there, because we can deal the 3. And that will be game. Alright. That will be match number 2. Alright, we're going into match number 3 here. Looks like a rematch against Frigo, number 9. He plays Boba Blue. And we played him before. I'm not sure. I mean, we could slot out Wolf to counter the healing and maybe these fangs because of the... in case they have like entrenched. So what I'm gonna do is... let's see, but we still want these against gosh, against their Boba. Maybe we'll do like those two and those to knock out the entrenched. It's a little bit hard to decide sometimes what exactly you're slotting out, because sometimes it might just be two, depending on the deck, depending on the build, if you know what they're going for. Here, this disabling thing, again, just slotted in to deal with an entrenched, potentially. And Wolf, we really don't want to be dropping turn 2. That is for when they get up to 6. They'll have an off aspect of vigilance, potentially, and if we can stop them from doing that, that would be good. So, but we don't want to play him turn 1, long story short. So, we will mulligan here. And this is okay. Not the greatest, but alright. Rebel Assault can be very good for pushing. We don't need 2 Steadfasts. Pathfinder is good against a Childson, and Fighters for Freedom is also, I mean, like, very good, because these are like Saboteurs, but Battlefield Marine is better just for pushing straight damage. So I think I'm going to resource the Pathfinder here. We're going to try and push a little bit extra damage. They may also forego a turn 1 play, potentially, and just Power of the Dark Side us right away to keep some damage off. They're going to claim there, so that's kind of what I'm anticipating when I see a blue-black deck claim without doing anything. Because if you have a probe droid, you probably play it. So keeping in mind that they are likely to power us, this Fleet Lieutenant is probably a little less good. Because we might not have this unit here. If we thought we would have this unit, Fleet Lieutenant's pretty good to push the damage. But then again, it's kind of between these. I'm gonna resource the X-Wing, really. We can play Fighters for Freedom. They're gonna waylay. So not exactly what I was expecting, but we'll do Fighters there. Maybe they're just going to claim here again. Agreedo. Alright, so then it's like, is it worth it for the 1 or to go first? For the 1 or to go first? We'll be on 4. I don't think the 1 is worth it. Okay. And keeping a disabling thing may help, may not help. Are we going to be playing this? I mean, we're probably just going to K2SO. That's the answer here. We'll probably be attacking with this Fighters first, though. And then we can ambush K2 into that stuff. Let me see. We'll do the damage. And then, but if we get, it kind of, just like, I'm trying to think of the play pattern here, because we can drop Sabine, we can still, like, ECL, maybe we'll play K2 first, because we want to try and ECL that Steadfast next turn, maybe into a Boba, if they get their Boba. But they're gonna have to, okay, K2 is always the base. And then Sabine. And then if they claim, they'll claim. So right onto there, puts them at 12, we'll pass. And I'm assuming they know that we will ECL. But this Rebel Assault will be nice if they do not, if both of our units stay. So maybe, but Spec Force is good though too here. Getting around to Childson potentially. But maybe that's what we'll resource. Kind of want, but if we Rebel Assault we can Steadfast either, so. I'm gonna Bosk. Okay, so we're gonna get the damage into the base while we can. We're gonna do that. If we pass, I guess we could like claim here and then first thing steadfast. It's just whether we do it on this turn or the next turn. It feels bad, real bad, to lose out like on a whole turn cycle of stuff to do that, and we know they're gonna drop the Boba, and then try and claim and then barrage or something. I think we really just need to get this out, do it, resolve it, and we'll go on the Greedo just for more damage on the base here. Because that puts 9 on board, which is exactly lethal. And they can play Boba, but they're gonna need to try and probably like run him into that. Okay, strike first is good there, real good for them, and they can get rid of either of these. And they can do the 2, yeah. So they play like a event. That's probably what they're trying to do next, is like play an event. That disabling Fang, I guess we'll put it up there. Okay, and then we'll, let's do pinging, and then let's do 8. They've got 8 on board. Problem is, yeah, maybe I should have kept that disabling Fang for space to, since I don't have anything up there. Okay, this will be the real problem, is that devotion on Boba, because that's going to heal them to a turn. So right now we need to just spam. Doesn't really matter, neither of them have Sentinel. And then if they don't trade for us, try and like Rebel Assault and just out damage them. So I want to like try and play as many of these things as we can. All of these to the bottom. If they're going to try and like do the base. Okay, so we'll play Sabine. And then I'm assuming they'll claim. So again, we're just like really trying to stick it out. But we're going to force them to pick whether that is on the base or not. If they don't trade with this Sabine here, we should be able to Fleet Lieutenant them. But they're, you know, keeping the pressure on. We're going to do another Spec Force. And kind of hope that they just Boba our base, and then Wing Leader the Spec Force, and that way, if we go, we can Fleet Lieutenant right away. Unless they have a 2-cost thing that can get rid of our Wing Leader. If they're on Make an Opening or something, they might do it. And that heal 2 on attack is gonna be hard. We'll pass again. Let's do Fleet Lieutenant attacking with that into the base. And then we're just trying to stick enough units. We're still kind of like in that race of trying to stick the units and out damage them. If we had a for a cause, I mean, that would be lethal in this. Like after a Boba attack, I guess it would heal a little bit, but they do like 1 damage to us, and we cannot ping. So if they claim here, I think they win. I think probably maybe like a big misplay on our end though for that disabling Fang. We could have knocked that off of devotion and like prevented this whole mess. Because we're going to claim here, and I think they're going to lose barely, but if they hadn't done that, they might not have, because, oh, nope, they're going to survive with that, because we could have, like, Rebel Assaulted, and we can deal, like, 3, but that's, like, not enough, because we can, for a cause, toss all those, puts them at 28. Right, so GG to them. Really, we could have won. We made a pretty big error there on resourcing. That disabling Fang, it's not just for us. It doesn't say defeat an upgrade on your own unit. You can defeat any upgrade. So what we should have done was kept that, not kept these other things. Played it, and then knocked that devotion off that Boba. They healed a significant amount of damage over the course of that game that they would not have healed had we used this disabling Fang on the Boba. And that is actually like good just to remember for any of these matchups, whether that's with Iden or not. The Iden control build, the double blue deck, has devotions in the sideboards and making openings in the sideboard, so you want to have some way to knock them off, and disabling Fangs are the way to do that. So I should have been paying more attention here specifically. It might have eked out a win, but close game, good match to them. That will be match number 3. If you like the content, like and subscribe. I'll see you later.